The night followed me home. I didn't realize it at first, but I could hear it breathing just beyond the streetlight. By the time I reached my door, I understood that something had chosen me. I used to walk every night after work. The streets were quiet and familiar. The lamps hummed softly, and the air smelled of rain and asphalt. It helped me clear my head. That night began the same way, until the shadows started stretching in the wrong direction. I noticed it halfway down Maple Street. My footsteps echoed once too many times. I stopped walking, and the sound continued behind me. Slow, careful, matching my rhythm. I turned around. The street was empty. Houses stood dark and silent. Curtains hung still. No cars passed. The air felt heavier, as if the night itself was pressing closer. I kept walking, my heart beating faster. Each streetlight flickered as I passed beneath it. Darkness between them felt thicker than usual, pooling along the pavement like liquid. At the corner, I heard a whisper. It spoke my name, clearly. Skanked. The sound came from everywhere and nowhere. My mouth went dry. I told myself it was just stress. I told myself to keep moving. The whisper laughed. I broke into a run, my breath burning in my chest. The street ahead stretched longer than it should have. Houses repeated. The same mailbox, the same cracked sidewalk. I wasn't getting anywhere. Then, the lights went out all at once. The darkness rushed in, swallowing the street. I couldn't see my own hands. I could hear movement all around me, feet dragging, fingernails scraping concrete, low, wet breathing close to my ears. A shape emerged from the dark. It's tall and thin. It bent at all the wrong angles. Its surface rippled like smoke wrapped around bones. Where its face should have been, there was only a wide mouth filled with darkness. It told me it had been watching for a long time. It said the night belonged to it, and anyone who walked alone after dark was an invitation. I backed away. My heel caught the curb, and I fell hard. Cold pavement scraped my palms. The thing leaned closer. The smell of damp soil and rot filled my nose. Suddenly, lights flared. A porch lamp snapped on nearby. The creature recoiled, melting back into the darkness with a sound like breath escaping lungs. I scrambled to my feet and ran toward the light. A door opened. An old man pulled me inside without a word, locking the door and closing the curtains. He told me the night had learned new ways to hunt. He said it wears familiar shapes and waits for routines. Once it sees you, he said, it does not forget. When dawn came, I left his house and never walked at night again. I thought that was the end. Weeks passed. I stayed indoors after sunset, watching the streets from my window. Nothing happened. I began to feel foolish, thinking maybe fear had tricked me. Then the tapping started. Every night at the same time. Slow tapping on my bedroom window. 3 taps. A pause. 3 taps again. I lived on the 3rd floor. I stopped sleeping. I covered the window, but the tapping continued. Sometimes I heard breathing behind the walls. Sometimes the lights dimmed as shadows slid beneath the door. One night, the tapping stopped. Relief washed over me. I slept for the first time in days. I woke to find muddy footprints leading from my bedroom door right to my bed. That morning, a note lay on my nightstand. The paper smelled like damp earth. The message was simple. It said, "Night can come inside too, okay? Now, I sit awake each evening with every single light on. Hear it moving through the building. I hear it whispering to others who still walk after dark. Soon, there will be no one left to warn." If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more chills. Thanks for listening.